So I just got done door dashing, and people might not know this about me, but I'm actually looking for work at the moment. And I don't know, I'm just kind of getting bored with life at the moment. I just want more like things to do. I feel like I have a lot of free time, and I think I've mentioned this before on video, but I've worked 4 jobs in the past when I was like 20, 21. And even though I was very chronically fatigued, I actually had like chronic exhaustion, for like 6 months after that. I would literally sleep like 4 times a day. It was really, really bad. There's something I find working satisfying. I don't know. I know people will talk about hustle culture and how it's really bad and like, oh, we shouldn't be encouraging it. I enjoy it. If you don't enjoy hustle culture, I completely understand, but I personally enjoy it. And so I've been looking for work at the moment, and I've been getting so many responses this week with my applications being like, oh, you've been shortlisted, we want to do an interview, we want to do a trial. And I just remember hearing so much bad like about the job market in the recent years. And obviously I can't speak for everyone. Everyone is going through their own struggles and whatnot. But I'm just quite happy that it hasn't been a negative experience for me so far. I think I've literally got like 6 responses out of like maybe 80 applications, which is actually a pretty good ratio, I think, for most people. So I'm quite happy, and yeah, hopefully I'll have a full-time job by the end of this week. One of the places I applied for and did a trial for, they said that they'll be telling me by the end of the week. Then I'm going for a trial tomorrow for a different place. And then there was another interview I did where they said, if you get a second interview, we'll bring you in for a trial. So, it's looking really good this week, and I'm really excited, but it's just like that anticipation of like, did I get it or not? Also, I need to blow my nose. My nose feels very stuffy right now. 1 second. Give me a second. My ears never don't not pop. English is hard. My ears never don't not pop. Yeah, let's just go. Hold on. I'm literally standing you up like against like a metal strain. I have to literally duck down. Like I have to pretty much do like a 90-degree squat to fit in the damn frame right now. What damn cost? Oh, I thought I was wearing a black top. Wait, why am I wearing this? This one okay? Does it wash me? I feel like it washes me out, this top. Blue's my favorite color, but there are some instances where blue just does not work for me. I think because I'm so pale, the blue is like showing off how pale I am. Wait 1 second. Hold on, where's my black top though? Oh, that is so much better. That is so much bloody better. Also, I need to wet my hair because I do not like how my hair looks right now. Ay nako, talaga naman si Jesus Maria. Alright, I wet my hair a little bit. Yep. I shouldn't have tried it, but oh my god, it's like crushing my spine. Just putting some argan oil in my hair and it's going freaking everywhere. Of course it is. I feel like I just got electrocuted. But I don't feel like it, but it looks like I did. Kind of cosplaying Bart Simpson a little bit right now. I have a very expressive face, if you have not noticed. A lot of times it will look like I'm uncomfortable or in pain, and I'm not. That's just my face. Oh my god, my lips are so dry. I need some water. Oh, no, don't turn on the washing machine. No. So, yep. I'm very excited for... Also, do I have to wash my camera? I feel like... Hold on, give me a second. Okay. I don't know what it is. I'm very clean, right? Like, I'm not like the cleanest person in the world, but I'm also not like a bum. But for some reason, my camera is always dirty. Always dirty. I will literally not even touch it. And I will just simply put it down, and somehow the lens is... Well, the camera's like, oh, you need to clean the lens. What do you... Mine's just super sensitive to debris and dirt and stuff. I don't know, it's weird. It's just, yeah, I just miss the workforce. I know this sounds weird, but I've honestly just miss working in customer facing environments. I really do. And, not to toot my own horn, but I'm trying to like line up the line. Hold on. I'm not cut out for this. I've always been complimented highly in customer service. Like I've always had customers, oh my God, they're so dry. I've always had customers compliment me, being like, oh, I hope you never lose that smile. And like I've had other people say, you know, like I remember one of my favorite compliments working in customer service, and this has stuck with me for like 6 years. I got this compliment 6 years ago when I was like 20 years old. I was working at this restaurant as a waiter, and I went over to this table. It's just two people, a woman and her husband, at least I'm gonna assume. And she's sitting there and I'm doing the rounds, yada, yada, yada. And here's the thing, it's a very fast-paced environment. So you need to make sure like you're paying attention to what tables need their food taken, yada, yada, yada. I go over to the table and I see that her knife and her fork is like placed in that way where it's like, you're done with your food. So I say, oh, can I take that? And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, sorry. And then she's like, oh, no, I'm sorry. Because she realized, oh, you saw the knife and the fork. She said, good job. Like, that's very attentive of you. And, you know, at first it was a bit like, oh, no, sorry, that's my bad. But she realized why I wanted to take the food. And she's like, oh, that's that's a very good skill to have, young man, you know. And, yeah, she was just, I don't know how to word it, but like the way she worded it, it was just so like, you're really good at your job. And it was just such a lovely compliment. Little things like that always make the biggest difference when you work. Why the hell's my thumb go? Hold on. Okay. Working in customer service. So I feel like those sort of like little interactions make it really worth it. And yeah, I just really love making people happy. And I think there's nothing better than like smiling at people and treating them really nicely and then walking away with a little pep in their step. It's not like you made their day. It's not like, oh my God. But anyway, so I'm actually watching latte videos right now, like, because again, I know how to do coffees, but again, I worked at a place that didn't teach latte art. It wasn't, because they were going in takeaway coffee cups anyway. So they were like, oh, just make the coffee, but don't. I didn't work at a cafe. I worked as like this entertainment center. So it wasn't like, you know, it was obviously coffee, but it wasn't like that cafe standard of coffee. So I'm just watching this before I go in for my trial tomorrow because it's for something barista related. It's an all-rounder job, but I also need to know how to make coffees. And I even said that to the guy on the phone. I did a phone interview with him. And I said, look, I know how to make coffee, but I'm not great with latte because I was never taught. But I said to him, I can also watch YouTube videos. I'm someone who learns very quickly. I adapt quickly. So, you know, yeah, I want to make sure I do a good job on trial. Because here's the thing. And this is one thing I will take to my grave. I have never failed a trial shift. Ever. Every time I've done a trial shift, I've always got the job. So, and people are going to say, well, how does that work? Because even if I choose one of the 3 jobs I've essentially been offered this week, essentially all 3 of them have potentially offered me the job, or like all 3 of them were thinking of offering me the job, but I still always choose one over the other 2. But that's the thing, I've never failed a trial shift. So I take that like with a lot of pride. So I like to go very well prepared. I like to make sure my energy levels are completely at their peak. I'm not going to be letting anyone down. So I'm really studying right now. But it's good to also get a refresher how to do it, because I haven't done it in like 3 years. So anyways, I'm going to make myself some food now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make myself a Milo. Like this big ass like 3.5 litre water bottle from Kmart that I don't use anymore because the lid is stuffed. See, that works. I'm too tall for this. I need to put you further back. I'm forgetting my brain right now. But yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one because it's like, if I was to get all 3 job offers, it's like, I don't know which one I would choose. But then at the end of the day too, like, I don't know. I just don't know. Because I've also got to think about the commute as well. Like, what area is going to have the easiest parking? Like, if I'm running late, what's going to be the closest area? So if I'm running late, I have more grace to give myself that thumb is terrifying. Whatever. There are definitely certain suburbs that I've worked in before, and I'm like, I do not like the customers here. And then there are other suburbs where they're just like the sweetest people ever. Oh my God, I loved my waiter job. The only reason I quit my waiter job is because I got like chronically sick at the time. I think it was the chronic exhaustion that I was going through from working 4 jobs at once. And I just had to quit because I was like exhausted on shift. And it was just, I was like a superstar runner. Like, one thing I've always been really good at, specifically with hospitality, is I'm a really good runner. I'm really good on the floor. So like cleaning tables very fast, running food. I can literally be from one side of the room to the next from one side of the room and back literally in 3 seconds. You could literally give me a 30-meter radius. I would be back to this side of the floor from that side in 4 to 5 seconds. I'm very, very fast on my feet. And a lot of people are looking for work. A lot of people are getting laid off, and then they have to go on the job market. So I'm incredibly grateful that I've been blessed with so many responses. And I definitely do not take that for granted. Because even when I was looking for work, like when I was in my early 20s, I remember I would be waiting like 3 weeks for most places to respond. I've got most of these, like all these responses, I've got literally within 7 days max of applying. Some days I will even get a response on the day, which again, I feel like is unheard of, at least from my past experiences. So, you know, I'm someone who is practicing a lot of gratitude right now. I say gratitude as I'm a bloody American. Gratitude, because I know that not everyone has that opportunity. So I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm not complaining at all. I love that a lot of people want to hire me. That's very, like, dream come true, honestly. I'm making my boyfriend some pad see ew tonight. I hope I said that correctly. It's his favorite dish. Hold on, I have so much stuff in the cupboard, dude. It's ridiculous. I have so many sauces. Anyways, I think I'm gonna call it there. I don't really have much to do, and I don't want to like try and force myself to do stuff in this video for entertainment purposes, because I truly have nothing to do right now except essentially study. So I'm gonna call it off here. I hope you have a good day. And if you're also looking for jobs at the moment, don't give up. I hope everyone is looking for the job that they dream of. What? I hope everyone gets the job that they dream of, or like that they really want, because yeah, it's tough out there, and you know, just do the best you can. That's all you can do. Just do your absolute best. Don't half-ass anything, and just go for it. Just go in guns blazing. And if you don't get it, at least you can say that you tried your absolute best and there was nothing else you could have done. So anyways, I'll see you later. Hope to goodness I do well at my trial tomorrow. I'll let you know. Bye.